Hello to all my friends out there and welcome to the channel. I'm Marco and this is Exploration Gaming. I was talking to my friend Chris and she asked me to come up with an easy, craftable build that she could slap onto all of her 14 character alts now that Update 35 is live. She wanted to be able to do the High Isle and Fargrave dailies with all those tunes and not have to worry about dying. It's an interesting challenge, and the answer is that there is no magic setup that will work with all classes. But let me give you a bit of my analysis. Update 35 is simply ZOS's current terrible mistake. In 3 months' time, they will drastically change the entire game again, probably reverting back and buffing combat stats across the board. But in the meantime, I've heard that a lot of players are just taking a break from ESO and running for the exits. No one wants to keep chasing the meta, constantly trading out gear sets and worrying about what's coming down the pike. Listen, I completely understand, and I'm here to help you. I'm the Bob Ross of ESO, and I want to simplify things and give you a way to have fun without going insane over ridiculous patches and the whims of the creative team at Bethesda Games. So let's dig into what happened. No matter who you are and how you've constructed your build, your DPS got cut off at the knees in Update 35. We all lost about 10% of the damage we were able to inflict before this patch went live. So what does that mean for gameplay? Fights take longer, world bosses die slower, trials and dungeons take more time to complete. And to me, that says that sustain is more important than ever, no matter what class you play. Now, buff foods and potions are critical, and basic builds need to be more tanky because they will be going toe-to-toe with the enemy for longer stretches. Now, my philosophy when creating builds is to use one 5-piece set for offense and one 5-piece set for defense. It's about balance, like most things in life. Speaking of which, if you like this vibe, please subscribe. I need your help to keep this channel growing and to keep this content coming. Okay, what sets am I recommending? First, let's talk Monster and Mythic. I still like the Oaken Soul Ring since ZOS walked back some of the nerfing they did to it. The many buffs it offers, even though the good ones are now minor buffs, help us even the odds against rough mobs. But lots of smart people are now going with Ring of the Pale Order for passive healing, or reverting back to their favorite monster set like Iceheart. Those are all valid choices. Now the 3 gear sets. Listen, we want to make this as easy and painless as possible, so I don't advise using valuable transmute crystals or farming whatever the latest craze is. I turned my gaze towards craftable sets, and here's what I came up with. Everyone in the game needs to get their hands on Order's Wrath. To me, it's just the best overall set in the game and really does work with any and all PvE builds in the Elder Scrolls Online. You only need to research 3 items to craft it, so most of you can make it yourself, or just ask a friend or guildie to make it for you. The stats are 2 items adds 573 crit chance, 3 items adds about 100 weapon and spell damage, 4 items adds another 573 crit chance, and 5 items adds a whopping 822 crit chance while also increasing your critical damage and critical healing by 8%. You throw all divine traits on it, or precise if you're making a weapon, enchant with either magic or stamina enchants depending on your character setup, and Bob's your uncle. No muss, no fuss. The second set I'm recommending is Fortified Brass. This is a tanky set that adds health and loads of armor. You only need to research 4 traits to craft this Clockwork City set. The current stats are 2 items adds 1050 health, 3 items adds about 1300 armor, 4 items adds another 1300 armor, and the 5th item adds 3000 armor. Now as a test, I put on Order's Wrath and Fortified Brass on my Magicka Sork and fought a bunch of overland bosses, as you can watch in this video. Now, I had a great time, no sustain issues, and although the fights did take longer, it was all very doable. I did need a burst heal to keep Ember, my companion, alive, so you might consider that when choosing your own abilities. The third set I'm recommending in this video is for those venturing into PvP territory after Update 35. Heartland Conqueror needs 7 traits researched, so it's a tougher crafting choice, but it has some very interesting stats, especially the 5-piece bonus, which offers a 100% increase on your weapon trait. The other stats are 2 items adds about 100 weapon and spell damage, 3 items adds 1,000 max magicka, and 4 items adds 1,000 max stamina. Add all that to the weapon effect and you're on your way to a character to be reckoned with. No, I like making craftable sets because it's easy to assign traits, which are mostly going to be divines on pieces worn on the body, and thus helping our Mundus Stone boon a ton. You add your favorite enchants, and you're ready to face the world. Trust me, in 3 months' time this is all going to change again, so make it easy on yourself. Make a few of these sets, hold fast, and don't worry. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that by the end of the year the game will be back to normal, and whoever dreamt up Update 35 will be getting a spanking and a timeout. Until then, I'm Marco. Have fun in the game, be kind to other players, and keep exploring.